The Louisiana Concealed Handgun Permit Course is a qualification course for the state of Louisiana to obtain a concealed handgun permit in that state. In the context of this video, it simply forms the basis for a dry practice regimen that any new or inexperienced handgun owner could use to increase their proficiency through dry practice. It's a simple course. It consists of 36 rounds fired at 3 distances, 12 rounds at each distance. At each distance, a mandatory reload is required. The idea in doing this is simply to provide a structured method of the shooter doing dry fire and give them an idea then of where they could do to improve themselves when they actually go to do live fire. The target that will be used in this demonstration is the B-27, which is the standard target used for the Louisiana course. In this case, a sheet of paper has been added into the upper thoracic zone of the target, but that is merely for the shooter's attention rather than a scoring area. For the Louisiana course, the entire target the entire silhouette is used for scoring, and any round that even cuts the edge of the silhouette counts for score. The area used for this example of dry practice is an actual dry practice area set up in the garage of a home. There will be a further explanation of how to set up a dry practice area in your own home in a future video. Several simple training aids are used in the course of this video. On the background is the upper chest target that can be seen placed on the B-27 target. On the left is a laser snap cap that can be inserted into the chamber of the pistol and gives a laser dot downrange when being fired on. In the second part of the video, you'll actually be able to see the laser dot on the target when the pistol is fired. In the middle is what is called a TRT training aid. It's a method of holding down the magazine follower so that the pistol can be cycled each time in between iterations without the slide locking back. Further information about this product and a similar product will be provided in further video. On the right is a chamber safe device that is made out of a zip tie with a piece of one wrap of duct tape put around it. By inserting this into the chamber of the pistol and being pulled all the way through the barrel, it prevents live ammunition from being introduced in the pistol and is an extremely safe method of using the pistol during dry practice. The starting position for every shot in this course is the green soccer cone that is placed to the right and below the target. The reason for this is to emphasize that pistols are not pointed at anyone until the shoot decision is made. So the ready position starts with the pistol below the target and off to the target's side. Stage 1 of the course consists of 12 shots fired at 6 feet. There is a mandatory reload somewhere within that 12 shots. In this case, it is chosen to be after the 6th round. So what the shooter will do is fire 6 individual presentations from the starting position on the soccer cone, then do a mandatory reload, and then do 6 more presentations. Mandatory reload. Stage 2 is identical to Stage 1, except that it is fired at the 10-foot mark instead of the 6-foot mark. Consists of 12 individual presentations with a mandatory reload somewhere within the stage. Stage 3 repeats the sequence of 12 shots with a mandatory reload. However, this stage is fired at 15 feet rather than 6 or 10. This is the last stage of the course, and the sum total of the rounds expended, or in this case, the dry fire trigger presses, is 36 total. Mandatory reload. For demonstration purposes, the entire course will now be repeated using the laser chamber insert. You can see that the laser makes it very easy to tell where the hits are going on the target. Mandatory reload.
mandatory reload.
The intent of this video is not to teach you how to shoot as well as an FBI agent, but somewhat better than the wild inaccuracy of Imperial stormtroopers. All journeys start somewhere, and this is as good a place as any to start on your journey to improved accuracy.